What's crafting, guys? You know the name, you know the face, and you know the builds. So let's get going. So obviously last time we were doing the bits and pieces to this big factory. I haven't done anything to it since because we are trying to find the direction of where to go with it. Well, actually, I'll tell you a lie. I have done a little bit. I thought this place was too clean, and I know we've mixed in a few sort of variants of bricks. But what I've done is added some mud bricks and I've added some stripped acacia logs, and I think that's given a nice sort of dilapidated feel to it. Now I have noticed, and I apologise, I tend to say and stutter a little bit. I do have a stutter. It might not show, but I thought I'd let you guys know just to give me a little bit of leeway. So thank you for that. But yeah, so we've got this massive place now. We've got all the bits and pieces in place. I wanted a big engine, remember, and that needs to be powering something. So we are going to start this episode off with a big smelting tower type build here, which is going to be a massive chimney, and then whatever it smelts will get brought into this building, probably via one of these windows and it'll like form iron nuggets and copper blocks and stuff, and that will all get transformed into some sort of machine there. So there's lots and lots of redstone and machinery going to happen in here. So we'll start off with the first time lapse of the episode. Let's go! After that very small time lapse, we are left with this lovely sort of chimney. It's very blocky, very, I don't know, I think it needs probably some structure, maybe a sort of a girdery pattern, but I don't know quite yet just yet. But yeah, it's another big chimney for this factory, and I think this factory is probably going to become ever expanding. Now I can't get in and out anymore, which because I blocked off one end, which is not very helpful. But obviously we'll go in through this end, and I'll show you what I've done on the inside. Might not be much, but well, it is quite a bit, but it's not quite a bit at the same time. But you'll understand what is going on. Now this is going to be, I sort of made it as a mob farm up there, so it sort of hides a mob farm. I'm not sure if it's working. Probably isn't. It's not working, so I've got to figure out what to do and how to solve the situation. I don't think it's going to be easy. I think it's just going to be playing around with light levels, caves and other stuff. We'll figure it out eventually. But this whole entire bottom is going to be sort of a big lava area with a massive, I'm going to probably change this out to make some massive iron doors, or massive doors, and then there'll be a couple of conveyors just coming out and dropping off some basically the melted iron into iron sheets. So I'm going to make a sheet. Here, what's going to happen is it's going to make iron bars, and we're going to get pressed into sheets, which is going to be the pressure plates. So I'm going to build that now, and then I'll bring you straight back, and I'll show you around. See you in a second. And you join me now after I've just done a little bit of tweaking with the conveyor system. I've blocked all this in and covered it with lava inside. And this system, as you can hear, probably thunderstorms going on. This system is going to lead this up here. Now, I know it's just going to be a mob farm, it's not going to be an iron farm, but I want this to sort of signify iron plates being made. So down here is another belt system. So in theory, if I drop 4 down there, they should go onto the belt system, and then they should be continuous loop. So they will come up, they will get blown onto the conveyor belt system, they'll come up, hit there, that way, and they'll go around in circles. Now you might be wondering why I'm doing it like this. Now, because I want to have a redstone sort of stamper, not stamper, obviously it's not a stamper, but a piston that goes up there. Oh look, there you go, you can see it's going around, then the theory is it will hit that, go back around there, and then it will hit here, go back down, and it will go on a continuous circle. So now I'm going to go figure out the rest of the little bits and pieces to make this stamper work, and then we'll decorate it. So I'll see you in a moment again. Bye bye. So now we've done that part, I don't know where the iron is at the moment, but it is going to be somewhere, so it's going to be a bit in case of playing around and seeing if we can layer it up with a bit more iron. I have created this monstrosity of a machine, and I might have accidentally just chucked something extra on, which is not helpful, but I will. Now this is going to be, so the best way to show you will probably be here. So it is one of the movement things, if you remember way back when we created a machine that took barrels of crates up onto the airship. This is moving iron panels across and moving across and stamping them down. So if I go like this, now it's complicated, but if I flick that switch, we'll go up here, everything's working, so that's going down there, and this basically hits anything that was an iron panel. I've only put about 3 irons on there at the moment, but once this is all hidden, you'll just see these things pass across. That'll be stamped down, and that creates the iron sheets, and then we'll just have to figure out where the iron sheets are going to go, and maybe put like a sort of barrel system at the bottom, and sort of make that into like storage where everything's going to go. So yeah, that's pretty much where it is at now. We've got all the conveyors in, but I think maybe that iron possibly despawned, so we might have to think maybe go into a hopper system and kick out. We'll figure that out at a later stage, but I quite like it. It's pretty cool, pretty funky. So yeah, let's get on to the second time lapse of the episode so that you can see this machine being processed. Let's go. it is done. Doesn't look much, and obviously we've got to do a little bit more of here, but the iron goes this way and then follows all these are the little walkways, and then we've got the machine here, which is very noisy, but you just go, basically you can just go up and then you can see everything going on down there. Now I do have to do a little bit of parkour, just and not press on there, but just to turn it off, because it is noisy, but it turns off, and yeah, it works a treat, and I'm really happy with how this thing's turned out. If I can get some more iron on here, I'll get some more iron on here, moving around, and it will make a little bit more sense. But this is the first part of the engine factory. Now the plan is not to have a barrel like that, but I'll sort that out later. When the copper columns come out, I will probably have some chutes or some droppers or hoppers going into a couple of their chests, and then I'll have a little guy collecting some iron sheets. They're just going to be iron bars now, and then I'll get him to take it over here, and this is where we'll construct first. Well, not over here, I think we'll put it over here. We'll put it in the middle where we're going to construct bits and pieces together. Obviously we're going to be doing the crane system there, and a big old engine type machine that will go here, because I believe it's that side that's got the chimneys, so this thing will be powering everything over here. But I'm very, very happy with how this thing's turned out, and this whole building is looking pretty cool so far, and I think it's going to work out really nicely. Obviously crane needs to be done, and big engine, and then we've got the little, maybe I'll do some work tables, work benches where we've got some guys working, maybe some of the copper columns looking like they're doing some work. I think that would look quite interesting. Now I'll show you around, because I think between episodes I am going to do a little bit more tidying up. Obviously we're going to have to tidy up out here because it's seen better days. We're going to put in the track that goes down here, because there's nothing down there, and I don't know what to do down there yet, so if you guys have got a clue, let me know. Maybe this could be the inner workings of the factory, we don't know yet. And then we'll just follow up here and we'll get more and more done. This is going to be quite a substantial size project, because we're going to have to build stuff that's up there. Maybe might actually bring up another level up and just give it a bit more height. We've got this big engine there, so we're not going to need height there, but I think the middle section will make some height, and we'll figure that out as we go along. But yes, I'm very, 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 very happy with how it is going. Though I know we probably haven't done a hell of a lot. We've made the big chimney outside, and we've made the starts of the iron sheets for the factory itself. Now once all this area is built, we're going to be moving probably on to the next stage of the project. So once the engine is made, we're going to probably be transporting them over to another factory to add them to cars and trains and stuff. So that means we're going to need a train factory, a car factory, a blimp factory. So there's going to be so many different things that we are going to be making in this area, and I am excited because I'm not the best at vehicles, but I'm going to give it a good go. And guys, I'm going to tell you now, once I get one of these iron golems, we're going to call him Crundle. Now there's a reason why Crundle. Skits, a good friend of mine, has a Grundle on his world, and I said, why don't I get a little iron golem, call him Crundle, as an English counterpart cousin. And if any English guys or anybody knows what a Crundle is, let me know, because I know it's something food related. So give me a shout in the comments and let me know. Also guys, please don't forget to smash the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because all the subs are helping me push this series forwards, and I am so happy to have reached 250 so far. I think it's 252 at the present moment in time. And don't forget to stay crafty. You know what, guys? I don't want to leave that episode there because it's quite short. So let's finish off this building and all its interiors in a quick final time lapse, and we'll see you in the next episode. Have fun.
I hope you enjoyed this episode, and don't forget to check out my past episodes just in the links just out of the side.